Hello, my name is Vincent Flores, and I'm the Regional Educational Advising Coordinator for Education USA in the Northeast Asia and the Pacific region. And I'm here with one of our great advisors from the Education USA Mongolia team. I'm going to ask him to introduce himself, and then we're going to dive into some questions.
Hello, my name is Dorch Namjung. I'm an advisor at Education USA Mongolia. I've been an advisor at Education USA Mongolia for 1 year, and thank you for having me here for this interview.
Great, so let's dive into some questions here. Can you talk about the status in Mongolia regarding students interested in studying in the United States?
Yeah, Education USA Mongolia organized many activities in 2021, and we reached over 10,000 students and high school students and some other students who are pursuing graduate and undergraduate study in the United States. And what we saw is there has been definitely a steady growth of interest for Mongolians in pursuing undergraduate and graduate education in the United States. And Mongolian population is relatively young, and almost 1/3 of Mongolian population is youth. And Mongolians are interested in internship and other work experiences such as OPT. And also Mongolians are interested in short-term exchange and language courses in the United States. Also, one of the growing area of study is the community college 2+2 programs. And Mongolians really like to study in the community colleges and other universities and colleges.
And so for US institutions, how can they reach out right now to enrolled, admitted, or prospective students in Mongolia right now?
The students, actually the pandemic situation makes the world like virtual. So everyone in Mongolia is using like Zoom, Google Meet, and email communications are going on around Mongolia. So even all those platforms for the training can be used in Mongolia. So even HEIs just let those students know and they'll use them for in an easy way. And for prospective students, HEIs should, I would strongly recommend HEIs to cooperate with Education USA centers, because even in Mongolia, Education USA Mongolia is a bit popular as an official source of higher education institutions. So people trust the organizations that gives the up-to-date information to them and the official information for them.
And so another question, what information and resources from US colleges and universities would be most helpful to you and your students?
Yeah, as far as I mentioned before, we reached more than 10,000 students in Mongolia. And during the time, what we noticed is there is most of those students asked about the scholarship opportunities and the programs of universities. And why those students are asking is actually during the process of college planning, one of the most important thing is the financial aid situation and scholarship opportunities. And another important information is the university's programs. And students ask about like university and college programs, specific programs like what do they study about the engineering program, what do they study about during the information communication programs. And so if universities provide students with like details about their programs, that would be a great help.
And is there anything else you'd like to tell the audience? Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about?
Oh yeah, definitely. And if you want to cooperate with Education USA Mongolia for promoting your information to study in the United States, and we would be happy to cooperate.
Great. So we want to thank you for your time for this interview and telling us about the great things that Education USA Mongolia is doing. And also I encourage anyone out there to check out their social media, because they've got one of the best social media presences in my region, certainly. And thank you, and always reach out to Education USA. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.